Hello everyone, I'm Paul and this is problem 3296, minimum number of seconds to make mountain height 0. This is a medium one and next I will show you my intuition, approach and efficient solution. You can read this if you want, but basically we have a mountain with some height that's given by this variable mountain height. In this case it's 4 and we are trying to reduce this to 0. For this we have some amount of workers which is given by the length of this array worker times. In this case we have 3 workers that work simultaneously to reduce the height of the mountain. So let's say that we take this worker. Down here we have the formula to get the corresponding cost for this worker and every possible reduction. Let's see what this means. If we are trying to reduce this height by 1, we take the cost of the current worker, which is 1. If we want to reduce the height by 2, we take 1 plus the cost 1 times the next level, 2. If we want to reduce this height by 3, we take 1 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 3, and so on. This is basically what it says here. And we want to return the minimum number of seconds to make the height of the mountain equal to 0. So for example, we could reduce this height to 0 by using only this worker. The cost in this case would be 1 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 3 plus 1 times 4. Okay, this is the cost of reducing 4 levels with this worker. Now the result of this is 10, but we are trying to get the minimum cost to get a height of 0. So what we can do instead is the following. We can reduce 1 level with this worker with the cost of 2. We can reduce 2 levels with this worker with the cost of 1 plus 1 times 2. And this is 3. And we can reduce 1 level with this worker with the cost of 1. Here we are reducing 4 levels, which is exactly what we want, and the minimum cost to reduce the height to 0 is given by the maximum of these 3 times. The maximum of 1, 2 and 3 is 3, so this is the result. And this is the minimum cost that we can get among all possible scenarios to reduce the height to 0. That's why we return this. There are different possible distributions to reach this number, but this is the minimum number, so this is the result. My first intuition here was the following. We are trying to minimize the maximum cost among every valid distribution. And whenever I see something like this, I think about binary search. This means that you can look for the minimum valid cost in the range from 0 to the maximum possible cost, which is given by the scenario in which we reduce this entire height with only the worker with the maximum cost, in this case 2. So let's say that the midpoint here is something like 10. And now we are checking if we can reduce this entire height by using costs smaller or equal to 10 for each of these workers. For this you can build something like a check function and start with this worker. If we reduce this height by 1, the cost is 2. If we reduce the height by 2, the cost is 2 plus 2 times 2, and this is 6. And 6 is still smaller than the upper bound, so we can continue. Let's say that we are trying to reduce this by 3. We can do 2 plus 2 times 2 plus 2 times 3. And the result here is 6 plus 4 plus 2, meaning 12. Now 12 is greater than 10, so with this worker, in this scenario, we can reduce 2 levels, okay, these 2 levels. So we can have something like a result for this check function, which is 2 right now. Now regarding this worker, we can try to reduce this 1 level. The cost would be 1. And 1 is smaller than the upper bound, so we can try to reduce these 2 levels with the cost of 1 plus 1 times 2. the result here is 3, and 3 is still smaller than the upper bound. So we can try to reduce these 3 levels with the cost of 1 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 3. And 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. 6 is still smaller than 10, so we can try to reduce these 4 levels. The cost of this is 10, which is still smaller or equal to the upper bound, so you can try one more level, and now of course the cost will exceed the upper bound. So you can reduce 4 levels with this as the minimum cost. So we have 2 levels here, we have 4 levels here. 4 plus 2 is 6, which is greater than the mountain height. So this check function will return true. And we are trying to minimize the maximum cost, so we can move the midpoint to the left. This means that we can move the high bound to wherever we have mid -1. And now you get the idea. We can use binary search. Now we have a problem here. This process up here is very inefficient, so you can solve this by either using another binary search to get the maximum number of operations, considering this as the maximum upper bound, or you can use a quadratic function to get the maximum number of operations in big O of 1 time complexity. And this might become quite complex. Here you should use some math. So I've tried all of this, it works, and you can try it yourself if you want to go deep. But as you can see, this might become complex. We have to use either a nested binary search or a binary search plus some math. So what we can do instead is a solution that's way more intuitive and very efficient also. Let's see how that works. We can reduce the mountain height level by level, and every time we are using the worker with the minimum accumulated cost. This is way more simple. So let's say that we have a heap which is initially empty, and now we are adding workers. Every time we add a tuple where the first element is the accumulated cost for the current worker, in this case 2, the second number is the base cost of this worker, which is also 2, and the third number is the next count. In this case, the cost is given by 2 times 1. Next, we are doing 2 times 2, so the next count is 2. And we are doing the same for every other worker. So after adding workers, we get these 3 tuples. And just to be clear, in each tuple, we have the accumulated cost for the current worker, the base cost, and the count, the next count for the current worker. Now this is a heap, and remember that heaps sort by index 0 by default in ascending order, and if we have a tie, it sorts by index 1, and then if we have a tie, it sorts by index 2 in this case. Now we are about to reduce this height 1 level, so we take the tuple at index 0, because this is the worker with the smallest accumulated cost. And here we need to update the result with the accumulated cost up to this point 1. We need to remove this tuple and add a new tuple where the accumulated cost is the accumulated cost up to this point 1 plus the base cost 1 times the count 2. 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is the new accumulated cost for the new tuple, so this is 3 now. The base cost stays at 1 because this is the cost for this worker, and the next count is 3 because we are using these 2 right now. Now we can reduce the height 1 more level. For this we take the worker with the smallest accumulated cost, which is this one. We need to update the result with this accumulated number, so this stays at 1. We need to pop this tuple and add a new one where the new accumulated number is 1 plus the base cost times the count, and this is 3. So we replace this with 3. The base cost stays as it is, and the new count here is 3. Now we can reduce 1 more level. For this, we take the worker with the smallest accumulated cost, and we need to update the result with this number. So this is 2 now. We need to pop this tuple and add a new one where the new accumulated cost is 2 plus the base cost 2 times the count 2. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So the number at this position in the new tuple is 6. The base cost stays at 2. The new count is 3. Now we can reduce the last level. This is 3, 2, 1, 0. And for this, we take the worker with the smallest accumulated cost. The result is now 3. And now we need to add a tuple where this number is 3 plus 1 times 3. And this is 3 plus 3, meaning 6. So this is 6, this is 1, this is the next count, which is 4. Now the height is 0, so we end the loop here and return 3. Time complexity here is big O of the amount of workers times log the amount of workers, because we need to add these workers into our heap, and heap operations require log n time complexity, and we need to add the height of the mountain because we are iterating levels, we will call this h, times log of the amount of workers because we are running 2 heap operations every time. We are popping and adding tuples, and this requires log n time complexity. And space complexity is big O of the amount of workers because the size of this heap is given by the length of this array. So with this in mind, now let's see how to code this up. First, we have an empty heap and we need to fill this. So for every worker in worker times, we can say heap q, heap push into heap a tuple where the first element is x, the second one is x, and the third one is 2. And just to be clear, here we have tuples with 3 elements. The first one is the accumulated cost of the worker. The second one is the base cost, and the third one is the next count. So now we can iterate levels in range, mount, and height. Every time we pop the first element from the heap, this will give us 3 values. The first one is accumulated, the second one is base, the third one is count. This is equal to heap q, heap pop from heap. Now we can update the result to the current accumulated number because we are trying to get the minimum cost to reach a height of 0. And now we can add a new tuple. So heap q, heap push into heap a tuple where the first element is the current accumulated cost plus the current contribution, which is base times count. And the base stays as it is. This is the second element, and the third element is the count plus 1 because we are using the current count right now. So after all of this, we can return result. This is the entire code. Now let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.